Hello! And here's your microphone. I forgot about that.
Oh, fantastic.
Hello and welcome to the TechTuesday live show. It is April 4th, 0404, and this is the TechTuesday live show. I had the sticker, but I don't anymore. We don't have the Eugene Tech sticker today, unfortunately.
But you know what it looks like. You've seen the show before.
Yeah, you've seen it. You know what's up. So, today we have a very special guest. We'll just start right off with that. You are?
Hi, I'm Amelia, and I run AdventureChildrensMuseum.
Sweet. So, Adventure Children's Museum. So I actually, when I first heard about your project, I was actually super excited about it because children's museums were a big part of my childhood, like Adventure Zone and things like that, where the Gilbert House, other things like that. You know, I was a huge. I went to them all the time. I loved them, and it made me really sad to see these kinds of places, especially here in Eugene, close.
Right.
Yeah. So I was really excited to see what's going on. So can you tell me where is your children's museum? Where is it? What's going on there?
It's in the Valley River Center on the mezzanine level, up kind of close to the movie theater by the furniture store.
Yeah, so like you just go up the escalator and then bam, there it is.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's really easy to find, and it's easy to get to. You can take your bike, or you can take the bus, or you can take your car, or walk to it, I guess.
Yeah, so
1,000 ways to get there.
So like what kind of stuff do you have there at this museum?
We have a bunch of exhibits that we're opening with. It's sort of an incubator museum, so we're testing things out, we're getting some feedback, and then we're going to move into a back section and start expanding from there. So right now we have a Northwest Camping exhibit. We have a mid-century newsroom with typewriters and rotary dial telephones and a printing press. We have a dinosaur dig and a Shakespearean theater, and we have a make it build it section with Legos and other building sets, and then we have a big build which has large foam blocks so kids can build like life-size structures.
Nice.
A lot of adults use this one too. It's like building castles and things.
Yeah.
For all ages. And then we have an art room and a treehouse library. So those are the things that we're starting with, and then we're going to go from there. Nice.
And the Treehouse Library is really cool. Because I actually had the great fortune to be able to check out the museum before it opened. And the Treehouse Library is probably one of my favorite exhibits because it's actually built into to the side, so there are windows like with it's like plastic glass.
Yeah, it has some plexiglass there.
But that you can that the kids can actually look out as if they're in a treehouse, look out on all the people in the mall.
Yeah,
and that's I know when I was a kid that would have just been my day. I would have just loved that.
They really do like it a lot, like being able to spy and not be seen. It's really exciting for little kids.
I guess I do. So are you open?
We're open. We opened on Friday, yeah.
Sweet. So how's it been going at the museum?
It's been going pretty well. We did kind of a low-key opening, and we're going to do our grand opening on the 12th of April. So this has been really a good practice period to get all the kinks worked out, to get some feedback about stuff that we can improve on before we have a lot of people come in, which has been really good for us. So we've had some really good days testing things out, and we've gotten to see a lot of kids really enjoying the exhibits, which has been really fun.
That's awesome. So you said things are going well. Things are going really
fantastically, well. Yeah. We're really excited when kids come for 2 or 3 hours and then they go get lunch and then they come back in the afternoon. And it's like that's what we want. We want kids who are really engaged and like excited about the exhibits, and their parents can stay with them and bring them back. It's really fun.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So let me ask, why did you start up the museum? Like, what was the auspices for starting this adventure and making it happen?
So I have a young son who is 7 now, and when he was a newborn, I went from being a full-time graphic designer to being a stay-at-home parent who worked part-time from home. And I'm sure that there are plenty of people out there who can relate to the sort of stir craziness that ensues from that. So we started going on these adventures. I would just pick a direction sometimes, and we would just drive for half an hour and see what we found. And we found a whole bunch of museums that way, like the Harrisburg Museum, where they have a whole bunch of tractors. And we started going further afield. So we would go up to Salem or Portland and go to the museums up there, which is really great if you have the resources and the time to do that. But there are a lot of families who don't have the resources or time to do that. And so in this community, we really needed to have more of a general interest children's museum where kids could come and stay all day and do that sort of immersive, interactive experience. with these other kinds of exhibits. So that's kind of where it started, and then we started talking about this with a group of friends like a year and a half ago, and it just kind of came together really fast. We had a lot of community support, a lot of volunteers, a lot of donations, and then someone at the mall helped us get into a space, which is... It happened faster than we thought it was going to, and it's fantastic that we're able to do this so quickly.
That's awesome. It is a huge space you have up there. Like you're using like probably less than half of it.
Yeah, we've got 2,500 square feet now for our incubator space, and then we'll probably have another 6,000 square feet of exhibit space once we get into that back section. So we are going to expand.
Nice.
We've got a lot of ideas for that back area. We've just got a little bit of fundraising and some work to do to make that ready to go.
Yeah, and so speaking of that, like sort of what, because this is, the Tech Tuesday, right? So this is Tech Tuesday and it's sort of tech related, but obviously every, company or organization these days uses tech in some way. You have a website, right, that needs to be maintained and things like that. But what, we also, there's the maker community and things like that. So what, are you looking for any kind of help or any kind of feedback or anything moving forward?
Oh, definitely, yeah. We're hoping to get like a children's advisory council together. We also have an adult advisory committee. And we do have a lot of projects that makers could be helpful with. I just picked up today, in fact, the bottom of an old conveyor belt. Not a
treadmill?
A treadmill, thank you, yes. It has a conveyor belt on the bottom because we want to make a hand crank conveyor belt for the station lobby where kids can like put luggage on it and watch it drop. So we have a lot of projects like that. My husband is a tech guy and he's been making video screens for most of the exhibits. And he made this magic mirror thing that's really cool. So we're sort of integrating technology into all the exhibits, but there's a lot of opportunity for that in the back section as well as we start to expand and come up with even better ideas. So.
Yeah. So if anybody watching is interested in helping out, well, obviously if they're interested in checking it out themselves or checking it out for their children, right, check it out at the second story of Valley River Center.
Yeah. Every day of the week. We're open from 10 to 6 on weekends. 10 to 6 on weekdays and 11 to 6 on weekends.
Okay. And are those hours going to continue after the hard launch on the 12th?
Yeah. That's the plan.
Sweet. So that's if you want to go or if you want to bring your child. But how can people contact you? What's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they're interested in helping out with this project?
We have a website. It's AdventureChildrensMuseum.org. And our contact info is on there, but you can also just email me. It's AdventureChildrensMuseum@gmail.com. So it's pretty easy to remember. And
info will be in the description on the YouTube version of this video, so check it out.
Yeah. We welcome volunteers. We do twice a week work parties. We do 10 to 2 on Saturday mornings, and then we do Monday evenings from 6 to 9.
Nice.
And then anytime during the week that people are free and want to come help out, we can accommodate that because we have that large space in the back where people can be working on projects or, just come by to chat and talk to us about something you're interested in.
Yeah, nice. So definitely please do. If you're interested, if you're a maker or other tech person or just a person who's interested in just helping out with this awesome project, keep it going. I'd really love to see a children's museum open up here in Eugene.
Yeah.
That's always super exciting, especially in the middle of Valley River Center, right? Is also super exciting. That's really good to see. But yeah, so what was the name of your museum?
Adventure Children's Museum.
Adventure Children's Museum. Definitely go check it out. Thank you very much for being on my show today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. So you can stick around if you want, or go grab Mark.
I think I'll go get Mark for you.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
So yeah, thank you very much for being on the show.
It's good to be here.
Yeah. All right. That was awesome. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Channel this time. Hello, everybody.
And we're back.
We're back. So in case you were sitting there at 6 o'clock wondering when is the live show going on?
It was going on in an alternate universe.
Yes. I pressed the wrong button and we put it on the wrong page. So we were streaming to the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. There's the IFTTT bot going off, letting us know that we're
nice.
We should watch. I should watch for that next time. But yeah.
Hi everybody.
Hello to the Eugene Tech page. This is the proper page where this goes. We just
It's Tech Tuesday.
It's Tech Tuesday. We just interviewed our special guest. Unfortunately, all of our Facebook viewers missed that. However, we will be. I will be figuring some stuff out. I'll see if we can just upload.
Oh yeah, I'll share it to
video.
the page.
Yeah, share it to the page. I'll see if we can upload the video and stuff like that, so you all can see our fantastic interview. I'll also stitch together everything on the YouTube video. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you saw our intro and our first guest, and then you saw a weird jump, and Mark was sitting here, and we're now here talking about what happened. So.
Here we are.
So here we are. Welcome to the second part of the Tech Tuesday. Our special guest was already interviewed. Very, very, very awesome. Talking about the AdventureChildrensMuseum.
Adventure.
Up in Valley River Center.
That's right.
Really awesome to see. Love to see children's museums open up and exist. It's nice to see those things.
So many
exist.
museums.
Yes, all the museums. So let's get on with the show. I guess. Let's see.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. This April 4th, 0404 situation going on.
0404.
Yeah.
It's Tarn's birthday. Happy birthday, Tarn.
Way to go, Tarn. Whoever that is. Who's Tarn?
My son.
Oh, happy birthday, Tarn.
Son-in-law, actually.
Okay.
I'm the father-in-law.
Happy birthday, Tarn.
He's 17.
Nice. 17's a good year. I went bowling.
And he doesn't watch the show, so there you go.
Well, maybe he'll watch it in like 5 years or something, and then he'll be like, "Oh, thank you."
Then he'll be all world famous.
Yeah. So we have a new segment that we are. Thank you, Liz, for joining. We have a new segment
Hi, Liz.
where because you probably know already if you watch the show or
Eugene
know what's
Tech
going on.
launched a blog.
We have a blog, and we relaunched our site, and everything is gorgeous and beautiful now.
It's a very good-looking blog. Good
Yes.
job, Jessica. Good job, Kimberly.
Absolutely.
They did all the work.
Yes. And so what we're going to start doing is before we get to the switchboard or events, we're going to showcase our a blog post.
That's right.
From the last week.
Guest author on the blog.
Yes. So this week we're talking about a post that was made by Benjamin and Shariah.
You got it.
Benjamin and Shariah Barr. Hashtag moving out. The Agora Media Group. So this story is all about their who's that giving us the likes?
I don't know. Somebody's really liking it, though. It's good.
It's great. I love it.
We got a lot of them.
The story is all about them looking at various co-working spaces and offices in town, comparing them, contrasting them. There's MindWorks, Fruity Lab, Code Shops, all of these different places.
Yeah, and where they finally ended up.
Read
and find out.
Read the blog post and find out. And thank you very much, Matt Cook, for all your likes. We always appreciate likes. Likes are the best. So yeah, definitely check that out on the new blog. It's a great story. It's a great read. Really informative. And thank you very much to Benjamin and Shariah for writing it and giving us.
They're Eugene Tech blog authors, along with Julie Anderson and some other people. And if you want to be a blog author, there's totally ways to do that.
Yes.
And I won't get into the details now, but hit us up on the Slack. There's a blog info channel on the Slack, and it's got all the info. So
Absolutely.
If you're an author and you would like your stuff cross-posted or showcased on the Eugene Tech blog, check it out on the Slack, EugeneTech.org/Slack, and the blog's at /blog. Go figure.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Mark, and one other, for sharing our video.
Oh, yeah.
Get a shout out for the shares. Really love the shares. So that's our blog showcase. That's a new segment. Maybe we should have like a little animation they make. It's like blog showcase.
We need different stuffed animals for each section. Like the blog can be like a giraffe. No, that's dumb.
Yeah. Well, have you heard about April the giraffe?
No.
No, good. Because it's been going on for like 2 months now.
April the giraffe.
This giraffe named April is apparently going to give birth, and there's like a live stream,
right.
and it's a big deal. And every time I see it,
I think it was a hoax.
Oh yeah, it's a hoax.
April
Yeah.
April 1st. Right.
Yeah, especially
April
because
Fool's Day.
I just read an article that said I saw a headline the other day that was she was going to give birth on the 1st, and now there's a headline that's like, oh, she's just not going to give birth yet. She's just chilling, doing her thing.
Yeah,
so she's just like April Fool's.
She's just a giraffe.
Yeah, just a giraffe. But yeah, so let's move on to the switchboard. We got
Has anything happened on the switchboard?
I think you made a few things happen on the switchboard.
Well, yeah, it's a big week.
Big week. First though, let's talk about this. Is this still going on? This
Senior Linux consultants need for a remote gig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Linux IT. Yeah, I posted this. Somebody from the Bay Area got a hold of me through a friend of mine who works here in town, who said maybe we know how to make a connection, so we put it on the switchboard. Linux IT pros, 2 senior level Linux consultants for Zabbix and Inca 2, and if that means anything to you, you might want to check it out.
Yeah.
As far as I know, they're still actively hunting for a project, full-time, but project based. So get in, get out. Who knows? 6 months, 3 months, you never know. But it's happening. So if Zabbix or Inca 2's your thing, go check it out.
Definitely. I took it on the switchboard. Also, we're looking for this. Let's see here. So not to spoil the show.
Oh, you can spoil it.
But Hack for a Cause is coming up.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday at the DAC is the Hack for a Cause.
And DAC stands for Downtown Athletic Club.
The Downtown Athletic Club, of course.
Yes. And it's going to be an awesome event. Going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Going to be a good time. They're still looking for tech mentors and tech judges, though.
That's right, because a lot of people, if you want to, the primary way to participate in the hackathon is to show up at Friday, get your team formed, code all day Saturday, code in the morning Sunday, and then Sunday afternoon, unveil the project. You get to see the demos, judges, great things, cool things happen. Not everybody can sacrifice Friday all the way through Sunday. So there's 2 opportunities. You can either be a tech mentor or you can be a tech judge. Tech mentor, you show up, you help people get set up with version control, you help the teams get started, you understand how the thing works. You can do that Friday night from 4 to 9. Get in, get out, and enjoy some free things. You get to, by being there, you get to see the keynote speech. The mayor's going to be there. The city manager's going to be there. It's going to be cool. And so you get to see the kickoff of the event.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Karen and Matt, the other Matt, for tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Matt knows a thing or two about Hack for a Cause.
Maybe. A little bit. You might know just a little bit about what's going on.
The other thing you can do is, if you've got time Sunday, you can show up as a tech judge. And Sunday morning from 9 to 2, show up at the DAC. And then what you're going to do is you're going to look at the code. You're going to join another judging panel, and you're basically just going to take a look at the code, make sure it gets checked into the repo by 10 o'clock, just doing some technical stuff, and then you can help with the judging panels make their determination if needed. But that's an easy one, and that's great because you get to show up for the last day where you see the final presentations and the judging and the brunch and all that cool stuff.
Yes, and we will also be, I believe, I won't be able to make it, unfortunately, because I have to work. I work on the weekends, but Mark will be there.
I will.
And you'll be streaming or doing your best to stream the opening ceremony and the closing ceremony, correct?
I am going to do my best to stream all the things.
Sweet.
But it's going to be busy, so we'll see what's up. But definitely, we're going to do our best to stream it all. Last year there was really great Wi-Fi there, so maybe we'll have really great Wi-Fi again.
Yeah, this year we got gigabit fiber over there, something like that.
Something like that.
It's going to be pretty sweet.
But yeah, so follow the links in the show notes. You can still sign up. It's only Tuesday. The thing happens on Friday. XS Media is doing custom fiber at the event, or custom Wi-Fi at the event. It's going to be awesome. Follow hashtag Hack4Cause. Go sign up at the TAO Association in the Southern Willamette Valley. Facebook page, and it's a big deal. It was a fun time last year, and it's going to be even better this year. So we'll see you there.
It's going to be an absolute blast.
Yeah.
And so that is the switchboard for this week. That was our major posts that happened. There were a few there are some other posts that were posted today, but it's just after I put together the show notes, so you'll be on the next show, I promise.
Unless I look it up right now.
Unless we look it up right now.
No, you keep going.
Yeah. So we're gonna move.
We're multitasking.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to the events. Pretty cool events going on this week. So this is the first week of the month, right?
Oh, no, really?
A lot of first, first full week of the month, rather.
Nice.
So a lot of first monthly stuff is going on. Of course, Game Startup Coffee Meeting is happening tomorrow. It happens every Wednesday. Happening tomorrow, the Barnlight at 9:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And then also Women in Tech Wednesdays at Shadow Fox going on at 5:30 p.m.
Nice.
Awesome event. We got 9 digital creatives going to that already. 5:30 p.m. at Shadow Fox. And then finally, there is at 7 p.m. the first Wednesday Game Dev Dinner is going on at the Davis Restaurant and Bar.
Still going on.
Yeah.
Is there any special agenda for that? You might know something about it.
Yeah, so we don't have any special agenda for this. However, a person on the meetup did post a very good question of where do I park? Because parking downtown kind of sucks.
Probably in one of the parking structures is your best bet.
So my favorite place to park is the Overpark Garage, which is just down. Let's see, what street would that be? That'd be.
It's on the back end of the DAC.
Yeah, it's on the back end of the DAC.
So it's like Pearl. It's like 10th and Pearl.
Something like that. Yeah.
10th and Pearl.
Yeah. It is my favorite parking garage. It's postpaid, which is really nice. So you only pay for exactly as much parking as you use. First hour of parking is free. Parking is free after 6 p.m. on weekdays, and totally free on all weekends.
Yeah.
And what's also really cool about it...
When's it free after what?
After 6.
So if you leave after 6, you don't have to pay?
No. That's not how it works.
Oh.
So if you get there after 6, you don't have to pay.
I just happen to know. Oh, maybe this is a life hack, and I shouldn't be telling people. Mm-hmm. If you don't leave until like 9,
yeah, you can just go.
The gates are open.
The gates are open. You can just go, which is pretty sweet. Also, what's really cool is the first hour is free, and so if you get there after 5, you won't have to pay anything. Because of just like how the system works. So it's a really great parking garage. It's all postpaid. It's my favorite parking garage. It's where I park every single time I come downtown. Every single time I drive downtown. So if you're wondering, you're like, I would love to go to all these events, Josh and Mark, but I can't drive downtown because it sucks and parking is a pain.
Well, there's a bus.
Parking garage. There's also another parking garage right across from the Holt Center, and there's actually
that's called the Parkade, and it's got a zombie sign in it.
That's a pretty good one. There's also another parking garage that's right above the Docks Pad, which is one of the big sports bars down here. It's also
that's
really
the
good.
Same one.
That's the Parkade?
That's the Parkade.
Yeah, because there is another parking garage that's actually attached to the Holt Center.
Oh,
that one's
right.
okay, but
I've
it's
never
not as
been
good
there.
as Parkade or
Never been there.
Park.
It's across the street. I've never been there.
Yeah. So that's parking. So we just talked about parking for like 2
Wow,
minutes.
good job.
Yeah.
So do we want to tell people about this Green Lane April luncheon?
Oh, that must have popped up even after I saw it.
You are cordially invited to Green Lane's April luncheon featuring our Children's Trust. Matt McRae from our Children's Trust will be discussing the legal right to stable climate and healthy atmosphere for all present and future generations. What, when, where? Let's see if we can find out where it is.
This is a post that has happened on the Switchboard, like
it's
minutes ago.
tomorrow, Wednesday, tomorrow at 11. First United Methodist Church in Eugene, Oregon, 13th and Olive.
Sweet. So it actually turned into an event.
Yep, it's there.
We got a cool event going on tomorrow. We also have some more cool events going on
more
tomorrow.
Events.
So there is that. There's also Eugene Springfield Stars is putting on Elevate Your Pitch. It's a rain event. It's a rain Eugene event. Success relies on a powerful presence, commanding voice, impactful expression, clarity, articulation, confident confident, passion, enthusiasm, and connection.
I think you, sir, would be a fine pitcher.
That's what success is all about.
You know, sometimes I say, I got 99 problems, but my pitch ain't one.
That's a pretty good joke. That's a pretty good joke.
It's an old one. I'll post a picture in the show notes.
Absolutely. So this workshop is all about anyone who wants to make their pitch better, whether you're pitching to investors or whether you're pitching to people who are trying to hire you for a job, right? It's time to IMPACT others, whatever that means.
Impact.
Yeah. And after studying these concepts over 30 years, a person named Linda will be there. She'll be there. She's fantastic. I bet we'll bring the best information forward and fast. So she'll be talking all about what is going on.
Sounds good. I think I've heard about this impact stuff before. I don't remember where, but I think I might have heard of it before. It might be a thing.
I think it's a thing.
It's a thing. Hey, I found another thing on the Switchboard. Surprise Switchboard interruption. Wendy at Good Clean Love is looking for a web development help. The right candidate would have a high level of expertise with WordPress, CSS, knowledgeable and adept at PHP and SQL. Experience with WooCommerce and other commerce applications would be preferred. Awesome company in town. She's amazing. So if you've got these skills, contact Wendy on the Switchboard, and I'm sure she'd be more than happy to talk to you about the details.
Absolutely. Sweet. And so going back to events, still on Wednesday, the Association for Women in Science Oregon opening night is happening at Ferdy Lab Thinkubator at 5:30 p.m.
5:30 at the Ferdy Lab.
Full steam ahead. We're pulling it together. Come and help celebrate the launch of the first AWIS in Oregon.
Oh my goodness!
There'll be guest speakers Carrie G. Turner, AIA, principal at Pivot Architecture.
Awesome.
And anyone who supports women in STEM is welcome. Anybody.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. The women in stuff is like super happening this year.
More women in stuff.
Women in tech, women in science,
women
STEM,
in art,
STEAM.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Tons of cool stuff. And welcome, Sean. Thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, Matt. Almost qualified. That's my situation that I tend to be in a lot. Is I'm
almost qualified. Well, you know, you can level up your skills. Get some online training. Lynda.com comes free with your subscription to the library.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
If you didn't know that, that's just
also we should probably plug CBT Nuggets. They got some cool stuff if you want to pay for it.
CBT Nuggets is more for IT pros. There is some coding stuff in there.
Yeah.
And I work there, so I didn't really want to bring it up too much, but they're awesome.
I'll bring it up for you.
Okay.
But yeah, do check that out. Let's see here. Also, Code Corvallis is putting on their show and tell at Laughing Planet Cafe, 6:30 p.m. Bring your laptop and any other device if you'd like to show off or share anything, software, hardware, or just something you find cool. Or not. That's totally cool. You don't have to share anything if you don't want to. You can just hang out. It's all up to you. Yeah.
Pardon me.
So that is Wednesday. Lots of stuff happening Wednesday. 7 events happening Wednesday.
Wednesday, super crazy Wednesday. Do them all.
Super busy.
Take the day off and just do them all.
Yeah,
do all
absolutely.
the events.
Let's see here. Thursday, we have the Game Dev Happy Hour. We finally changed the name from Game Cross Startup. It's now Game Dev Happy Hour, as it should be.
There you go. Good job.
we finally pulled it out and made that happen.
Way to execute.
Yeah. Timely execution.
Was that on your sprint planning for like 4 months?
Yeah. We are.
You did it. Congratulations.
Yes. Our agile is some next level agile development going on in the game dev group.
Nice.
Let's see here. We also have at 4 p.m. at Crater Lake Rooms, EMU 145 and 146 at University of Oregon, Ideas to Impact, the third option. The UO Innovation Network presents Douglas Hart. What did he do?
Skolavow Foundation Professor of Mechanical Engineering at MIT.
Ooh.
Join us to learn how Douglas Hart went from pure science to entrepreneurship. Presentation surrounding the nexus between universities, academic entrepreneurs, and economic development. Also note that directly after his talk, there is an advanced strategy and leadership symposium, which would be worth checking out.
Yes.
So Crater Lake Rooms, EMU, University of Oregon, Thursday, 4 to 5.
Absolutely. And hello, Teresa. Thank you for joining the show. Let's see here. We also have at 6 p.m. Willamette Valley Software Engineers. Let's see here. Jeremy Foster is giving a presentation all over the open source web stack.
Nice.
Talking about the open source web stack. We'll be doing stuff with Node.js, TypeScript, Raspberry Pis, Azure IoT Hub, Visual Studio Code, and more.
There you go. Maps Credit Union. Division Ave in Salem.
Yes, so that'll be a Salem event going on for all our Salem friends.
Nice.
And Matt Cook, I don't know if there's any cybersecurity event coming up for UFO. Do you know anything about that?
You know, there are a few cybersecurity things going on. Last week was a cybersecurity meetup. If you want to know more about security stuff happening in town, check out the SEC channel, the SEC channel, on the Eugene Tech Slack, and you'll bump into folks who have lots of knowledge there.
There may very well be a cybersecurity event coming up at U of O, but it's not. I haven't seen anything for this week.
I haven't seen anything.
And so so we tend to focus on the events for this upcoming week, on the show, unless there's a Switchboard post about it.
Right.
So go make a Switchboard post about it if you find out what's going on. Then we'll talk about it. We'll be more than happy to.
That's right.
Check out Jeremy Foster in Salem, Thursday, April 6th, 6 p.m. Maps Credit Union. Friday, I don't know. Friday's not a very big day. You know, not too much going on Friday. You know,
Friday is Hack for a Cause.
What?
Nothing else can be happening because everybody's gonna be at the Hack for Cause.
There's also Open Hack Night, 6 p.m. at Eugene Makerspace, so that's going on.
Except for that.
But yes, the Hack for a Cause is going on. So we already talked about it a lot. In the Switchboard sense.
Well, there's a big video last week about it. All the challenges are announced. Hack4acause.io. You can check it out there.
Absolutely.
Hashtag hack4cause. Anyway, all the info's out there in the world. It looks like this if you can read backwards.
Yeah.
And stuff's happening. So, yeah, check it out. And if you can't come to the whole weekend, come to the first couple of hours and check it out.
It'll be going on, let's see here. It'll be going from 6 p.m. Friday, the 7th, to 2 p.m. Sunday, the 9th.
You got it.
So that's...
You are good with dates, my friend.
Yes, I'm really good with dates. Let's see here. There's also 3 different meetup groups that the event is posted on. It's posted on the brand spanking new
TAO's got a meetup.
TAO's a meetup now, so it's posted on there. That's the one that I pulled it from. It's also posted on the Eugene Springfield Startups meetup, as well as the Eugene Tech meetup. So,
well, you know, everybody likes the TAO, so we repost all the things.
Absolutely. So, various places to get the meetup info for the event. If you're on Meetup and you're in Eugene, you probably have it on your page, on your Meetup page. Definitely check it out. You will be creating, contributing, cultivating, collaborating, and collecting a cash prize by developing tangible solutions to seemingly intangible problems. So it's going to be an absolutely fantastic event. I'm really sad that I can't go this year.
It's super civic. It's super cool. It's like a hackathon, but for like the well-intended people of the world.
Absolutely.
And there's some good success stories from last year that you're going to hear about in the keynote speech. And hopefully this year's even more of a success. Absolutely. And I think we're having a lot of return contestants.
Yeah. And you know how our viewers can make it a success. They can go to the hackathon either as a mentor or a judge or as a contestant yourself.
And you know, I was plugging the Tech Mentor, Tech Judge stuff. There's a ton of ways to help out. There's links, volunteerism links. There's like a dozen different things you can do, from helping set up to name tags to whatever. It's a big event. I'm sure TAO would love your assistance in any way. If you are interested at all, follow the links and go check it out.
Awesome, and thank you, Matt, for posting some of the Switchboard about cybersecurity. We'll get to that.
Cybersecurity Day is the 20th.
So
that's a ways out. We'll talk about it closer to the event.
We'll definitely talk about it closer to the event. Probably
maybe
next
we'll have
episode.
a special guest.
Maybe we'll have a special guest.
Maybe we'll have a special guest.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely Hack for a Cause. It is the thing to do this weekend. However, if you're in Bend and you can't make it to the Hack for a Cause because you're in Bend, you have another
Fear
option.
not.
On Saturday,
You can get your soldering on.
Saturday Solder School is going on at East Base Labs, put on by the Bend Arduino Group.
Nice.
Soldering is a basic skill of electronic circuit building through hole soldering and surface mount soldering. Announcing a comprehensive all-day soldering course at East Base Labs.
Check it out.
Absolutely. That will be. That'll be. What will that be? I don't know. I don't know what it'll be. It's gone forever now.
We have no idea.
We have no idea. So yeah, that'll be. But it's in Bend. Check out the Arduino Bend group for fun stuff.
And East Base Labs, great place. Check it out.
Absolutely. And then finally, this upcoming Tuesday, we got some cool stuff. We have TechTuesday, of course, going on.
This again?
Yeah, again.
Jeez.
Open Hag Night, Eugene Makerspace, 6 p.m. We also have the Bend Arduino group is meeting at Trinity Lutheran, having probably like a post-soldering or soldering. I don't want to say soldering because that's
Don't do it. There's no L in soldering.
Yeah, there is. Did you read the thing?
Not when you say it. It's a silent L.
Yeah, because English has tons of those. The Bend Arduino group will be meeting at Trinity Lutheran. Also, the Eugene area SQL Server group at 11:30 a.m. is going to have a lunch meeting at Peace Health.
Peace Health Inc. at 123 International Way in Springfield, Oregon. The speaker is going to be Tim Radney, and the topic is going to be common SQL Server mistakes and how to avoid them.
So it looks like it's going to be yet another awesome event put on by the Eugene SQL Server user group.
That's right. One of the longest running user groups in town.
Yeah.
And Tim's a SQL Server MVP, has a whole collection of Microsoft and other industry certifications. His experience includes stuff and things and all the other things and acronyms.
And just being awesome.
And just being awesome.
That's that's the core of it.
Peace Health, Shasta Conference Room. They always have food provided by Tech Systems.
Yes. Also, I do also want to note, because it is here, if you do plan on going and you do plan on attending SQL events, please do register as a member of PASS at SQLpass.org. It's free and associates yourself with the SQL user group chapter. It's how they keep track of the SQL group's activity, their size, and it helps them when the SQL Saturday thing comes around in spring.
Yeah. It helps them. If you do SQL, there's no reason not to join the SQL Pass.
It's free.
It's free.
Can't be free.
And it helps people out because they get things like free tickets to conferences and stuff because they're organizing and putting on these meetups. So there's not a lot of feedback. Nobody gets paid really for putting on these meetups. And so if they ask you to do something like please sign up at the thing, it's because it helps them get like swag or trinkets or tickets or something. So just do it.
Awesome.
If you get value out of what they're doing, give them a little value back.
Excuse me. So that is our show for today.
Do we have an outro?
Not yet. We don't have an outro.
We don't have an outro yet.
We'll do this. We'll be like woo backward vision hack for a cause because that's coming up. That's the big thing.
And
across the screen.
That's good. Are we good?
GG, Matt. So we will see you next week. And before that, though, we'll see you at the Hack for a Cause.
See you at the Hack.
See ya.